Assalamu alaikum, dear student. It's me, Dr. Mansoor Khan, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Kohat University of Science and Technology. The course which is assigned to me is Analytical Chemistry 2 with the course code Chem 352, and today I am going to deliver my 10th lecture, which is a gas chromatography. Now, what is a gas chromatography? Gas chromatography is a chromatographic technique. In our previous lecture, we have discussed about chromatography in a very detail. So, gas chromatography is a chromatographic technique that can be used to separate volatile organic compounds. So, gas chromatography is a tubular chromatography. It is a closed phase chromatography in which the sample of interest, in which the component of the sample is separate from each other in their gaseous phase and in their volatile phase. So this chromatography is known as gas chromatography because the component of the sample are separated from each other when they are in the form of gas. So gas chromatography, the component of a gas chromatography technique consists of a flowing mobile phase. In this case, the mobile phase is a gas. In gas chromatography is also can be defined as that a chromatographic technique in which the mobile phase is a gas is known as gas chromatography. So, a flowing mobile phase, which is a gas. An injection port is a place in gas chromatographic instrumentation where the sample of interest whose components can be separated from whose components are to be separated from each other is known as an injection port. A suitable amount, the quantitatively measured amount of the sample is injected to the injection port. The next portion of the gas chromatography is a separation column which act as a stationary phase. So this technique, this separation column, it is also known as analytical column. This portion of gas chromatography consists of a stationary phase, and due to this stationary phase, the component of the sample are separated from each other. So the mechanism of the separation is they are totally depends on their interaction with the stationary phase which is present inside the column. An oven, as we have mentioned, there is in gas chromatography the samples are separated from each other when they are in gaseous state. So gas chromatography is a technique in which the samples which are separated from each other when they are in volatile form. So an oven is necessary because it provides high energy to the columns where the samples are present in volatile form. A detector. Detectors are that particular important part of gas chromatography which detect the concentration and also used for the identification of the various components of the sample which are examined, which are separated by using gas chromatography. This is the block diagram of gas chromatography. Gas supply. This gas is inert, which is only used as a carrier for the volatile sample to the column. And injection port, as I have mentioned earlier, that injection port is that particular part of the gas chromatography where suitable amount of the sample is injected to the column. And oven, where the columns are present in the coil form, it provides high energy to the column where it maintains the volatile form of the sample. The column where the separation of the sample component takes place, and detector which give response to the gaseous component of the sample which are coming from the analytical column, and the readout devices which is called the recorder, and in the form it is a computer. This is another block diagram of the gas chromatography which shows the carrier gas, oven, column, injection port, detector, and readout devices. This is the exactly block diagram of gas chromatography where we can successfully perform the gas chromatography. So this chromatography is basically used for volatile component, for the separation of volatile component of the sample. If the sample is volatile, then there is no need of high temperature. But if the sample is non-volatile, then high temperature is provided by the oven where they can be separated from, where the non-volatile substances is converted into its volatile form. Then the carrier gas come and it carry the various component of the sample to the column where separation of the various component takes place. This is the commercial form of gas chromatography. There are three different commercial form of gas chromatography which are present in the market. Now the basic principle. Now let's come to the basic principle of gas chromatography. Gas chromatography is a chromatography technique by the help of which the organic compounds, or we can say the volatile components, are separated due to differences in their partitioning between the mobile phase and the stationary phase in the column. So gas chromatography, in gas chromatography the principle is the same like the other chromatography, where the sample is partitioned between stationary phase and mobile phase. Here the mobile phase is a gas, the stationary phase may be liquid, may be solid. So, and the component of the sample separate from each other due to the different rate of interaction with its mobile phase. That's why separation takes place. The component of the sample which interact high with the stationary phase will move slowly, and the component of the sample which interact less with the stationary phase will move faster. So due to their difference in their velocities, the separation takes place, which is the basic principle of chromatography. So the principle of gas chromatography is the same like the other chromatographic technique. Now, what is a mobile phase in the gas chromatography? In gas chromatography, the mobile phases are gas and are generally inert in nature, like helium, argon, or nitrogen. So, helium, argon, and nitrogen is largely, or you can say largely, used as a carrier gas in gas chromatography. The injection port consists of a rubber septum. The injection port consists of a rubber septum through which a syringe needle is inserted to inject the sample. As I have mentioned earlier, their injection port is the place where suitable amount of the sample is injected. The syringe is used, which is inserted into the rubber septum, inject the suitable amount of the sample, and it is hold in the injection port until the carrier gas come and it converted into it carry it into the column. The injection port is maintained at a higher temperature than the boiling point of the least volatile component in the simple mixture. So the injection port is maintained at a higher temperature than the boiling point of the least. Yes, this is, as we have mentioned then in gas chromatography, as we have already mentioned that in gas chromatography the sample is needed in the form of its volatile form. So the temperature of the injection port must be higher than the boiling point of the sample which is injected to the injection port, because we need the sample to be in its volatile form. If the sample is volatile at room temperature, then there is no need of higher temperature. But if the sample is non-volatile at room temperature, then we increase the temperature of the injection port gradually to convert the non-volatile form of the sample into its volatile form. Since the partitioning behavior is dependent on temperature, the separation column is usually contained in a thermostat controlled oven. Since the partitioning behavior is dependent on temperature, the separation column is usually contained in a thermostat controlled oven. So, as we have mentioned earlier, that the column is present inside the oven, where the oven provided a higher temperature to the column, because to avoid it, the volatile substance to again converted into its liquid or solid form. So higher temperature is needed throughout its separation procedure. So oven is present inside the column is present, the coiled form of the coil is present inside the oven, where separation of the various component of the gas takes place. Separating component with a wide range of boiling point is accomplished by starting at a low oven temperature and increasing the temperature over time to elude the high boiling point component. Since separation component with a wide range of boiling point is accomplished, as we have mentioned earlier, that we start from the low temperature, the higher the temp, and then we go toward the higher temperature, because we need those components whose boiling point is high to be in its volatile form. This is the picture of the oven of the gas chromatogram, and also there is a column present in the form of a coil. This oven provides high temperature to the column where the sample of interest are maintained in its volatile form. This is another representation of the gas chromatography. This diagram shows the gas chromatography basic principle, its instrumentation, and also gas chromatograph. The response of the detector is also shown in the form of a spectra, which is called a gas, in the form of a chromatogram, which is called gas chromatography chromatogram. Various sample is provided, is injected into the column of the gas chromatography by using suitable injection system. Now, the sample consists of different components. Here, the various component of the sample is represented by red, green, yellow and blue. So this color shows different component of the sample. A. The basic principle of the gas chromatography is the one. The sample whose affinity toward the stationary phase is high will move slowly through the column. The component of the sample whose affinity toward the stationary phase is low will move fast through the column. So, the response on the detector, the first response of the detector will be given of those component of the sample whose affinity toward the stationary phase is low, which move faster in the column. Here, red components of the sample move slowly. Here, the red components affinity toward the mobile phase is very low, so its velocity is high. So first the detector will detect this component of the sample and it will show in the form of a peak on the chromatography. The second fastest component of the sample whose affinity is low as compared to red and blue but less as compared to red one is the green. So the green spot shows another component of the sample whose affinity toward the mobile phase is low but higher as compared to the red. The third component whose affinity toward the mobile phase is greater than the green and red but low as compared to the blue is the yellow. So the third peak will be appear for this yellow spot or the yellow component of the sample. Blue will appear in the last. The blue component of the sample will appear in the last because its affinity toward the stationary phase is high as compared to the other component of the sample. So the detector will show it in the last of the component. B. Here there are two figures. One is A show the basic principle while B show the chromatogram. So from this whole slide shows the complete mechanism and of high gas chromatography. This is a chromatograph. This is another explanation of chromatogram. So hydro, and in this chromatogram 4 different gases are shown. One is hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and methane. Hydrogen move fastest through the column as compared to oxygen. Oxygen move faster than nitrogen and nitrogen move faster than methane. Why? Because the interaction of hydrogen gas with stationary phase is very low. Then oxygen is the second one. The third one is nitrogen and methane. So same is the mechanism for other volatile component of the sample which are present in the sample. Now, the most important portion of gas chromatography is GC column. GC columns can be categorized into packed column and capillary column. Packed columns are the one which are completely packed inside the column. Packed columns are the one in which the stationary phase are completely packed in the columns, and the packed column are typically made up of glass or stainless steel coils, and in this stainless steel coil stationary phase is packed. The length of this packed column is from 1 to 5 in length, meter in length, and 5 millimeter in a diameter. So the diameter is 5 mm while the length it can be from 1 to 5 centimeter. As I have mentioned earlier, that packed column, the column is uniformly packed with a stationary phase. or with a material, with a packing material in which the stationary phase is coated over its surface. On the other hand, capillary columns are consist of in the form of a capillary, in which the stationary phase is present on the side of these capillary. Thin fused silica is present, is coated on the side of the capillary, which act as support material and also act as a stationary phase. Its length is from 10 to 100 millimeters in length and 250 millimeter inner diameter. The stationary phase is either coated on the support material or the support material by itself act as a stationary phase. Provide much higher separation as compared to the packed column, but more easily overloaded by too much sample. So the efficiency of capillary column is more as compared to the packed column, but the problem with capillary column is that it can be easily overloaded. Another important portion of gas chromatography is its various detector. After the component of a mixture are separated using gas chromatography, they must be detected as they exist in the GC column. So, after the component of a mixture are separated by using gas chromatography, they must be detected as they exist in the GC column. So there are various type of detectors used in GC. The most important are thermal conductivity type of detector, flame ionization detector. These are the most commonly used detector which are used. Another type, there are various type of other detectors can be used, but these two are the of immense importance. The others are atomic emission detector, which is in its abbreviated form is AED, chemiluminescence detector, electron capture detector, flame photometric detector, mass spectrometer, and photoionization detector. So various type of detectors can be used which have its own mechanism, but the most common detector which are used in gas chromatography are thermal conductivity type of detector and gas ionization detectors. The requirement of a GC detector depend on the separation application. An analysis may require a detector selective for chlorine containing molecule. Another analysis might require a detector that is non-destructive so that the analyte can be recovered for further spectroscopic analysis. You cannot use FID in that case because it destroys the sample totally. TCD on the other hand is non-destructive. TCD detector. This is the most important detector which is used in gas chromatography. A TCD detector consists of an electrically heated wire. The temperature of the sensing element depends on the thermal conductivity of a gas flowing around it. Changes in thermal conductivity, such as when organic molecule displace some of the carrier gas, cause a temperature rise in the element, which is sensed as a change in resistance. So this is the mechanism of thermal conductivity type of detector. The thermal conductivity type of detector basically based on change in temperature. The TCD is not as sensitive as other detector but is non-specific and non-destructive. The problem with thermal conductivity type of detector is that it is non-specific, it is less sensitive, while the advantage of the thermal conductivity type of detector is that it is non-specific and non-destructive. A TCD detector consists of an electrically heated wire. The temperature of the sensing element depends on the thermal conductivity of a gas flowing around it. Changes in thermal conductivity, such as when organic molecule displace some of the carrier gas, cause a temperature rise in the element, which is sensed as a change in the resistance. The TCD is not sensitive as this is the mechanism of electron capture detector. In electron capture detector, the sample from the column comes. It goes toward the detector where the nickel source is present, where the current takes place, or you can say ionization of the sample component takes place, from where the signal is provided and then it is measured. So ACD detector uses a radioactive beta emitter electron to ionize some of the carrier gas and produce a current between a biased pair of electrodes. When an organic molecule that contains electronegativity functional group such as halogens, phosphorus and nitro group passes by the detector, they capture some of the electron and reduce the current. This is the mechanism. This is in FID detector consists of hydrogen air flame and a collector plate. The efficiency from the GC column, the effluent from the GC column passes through the flame, which breaks down organic molecule and produce ions. The ions are collected on a bias electrode and produce an electric signal, which is measured and used for qualitative and quantitative analysis. This detector is the most sensitive and it also has a large dynamic range. So FID, flame ionization detector, is the most commonly used detector in gas chromatography. Another one is mass detector, MS detector. This is also known mass spectrometry, uses a difference in the mass to charge ratio, which is also known as M/E ratio of the ionized atom or molecule to separate them from each other. Molecule have distinctive fragments patterns that provide structural information to identification structure components. The general operation of the mass spectrometry is create gas phase ions, separate the ions in space or time based on their mass to change charge ratio, measure the quantity of the ions to each mass to charge ratio. MS detector, the ion separate power of an MS is described by the resolution, which is R is equal to M by dm, where M is the ion mass and dm is the difference in mass in mass between two valuable peaks in the mass spectrum, and MS with the resolution of 100 can resolve an ion with M from ion with this. Thank you so much for your patience.